Hey guys, what's going on? Drax here, back again with another episode of Ark Survival Evolved here on the Pooping Evolved server. Hope you guys are having a good one today. My day is going pretty darn well. I am up here with my Dodecurus. You remember last episode, we created this metal outpost. And so last episode we came up here, we did that, and now this episode I am bringing my Dodecurus up here so that I can start working on getting some stuff. I want to completely redo the walls that are blocking off parts of my base, and to do that I'm going to need a lot of stone structures, and you can see I'm going to need some of these foundations here. I'm going to get all this stuff. I'm going to need foundations. I'm going to need walls. I'm going to need windows. I'm going to need doors. I'm going to need all kinds of stuff. So I figured I would start off today's episode with doing some of that and, you know, just kind of checking everything out, seeing how it's going. I brought my dire wolf up here with me just to, you know, have it get some XP while I'm crafting and whatnot. But basically, you know, this is all I've really got. I'm holding way too much stuff now. Awesome. And I won't be able to move. Nope. Okay. You come here. There you go. And we're going to put you on lowest. Come all the way up here to me. There you go. Good boy. All right, you're going to be like stupid weighed down, but it's okay. It's okay. Melee damage, we'll go ahead and buff you a little bit. And all right, I can run. Now, if either of you guys can follow me, come and follow me. But if not, you can just have to stay there. There's the Anklo. The Anklo can stay there for a moment. But, like I said, I've got all kinds of stuff that I need to get going here. I've come up here and I've started to collect metal. And a lot of this metal is strictly going to be used for ammunition and guns. And really the biggest thing is first is the industrial forge. Once I get that, I'll feel a little bit better about my metal situation. But after that, you know, we'll have to just continue working towards getting more and more stuff. Now, I actually, looks like I ran out of food when I come up here, so I'm going to have to probably build out this base a little bit more. Okay, the direwolf is getting on my nerves. Stay here, direwolf. Stay right there. So yeah, I'm going to have to build out this outpost just a little bit more. But like I said, I'm going to gather up all the supplies that I possibly can and get this going, you know, somewhat proper here. Now, I could bring Carl up here, or I could try and tame another Carl. I haven't really decided yet. All right, guys, the first wall that we are going to tackle, and I think this might be the only one. What's up? This might be the only one we get to today, but the first wall we're going to tackle is this big guy right here. The major wall, I think, for defense in my base. So how am I going to do this? I haven't incredibly decided exactly how I want to do it. I do think that I need to tear all of this down. Let's see. 2 times pillar, destroy. 2 times pillar, destroy. Wall, destroy. Building up my base defenses. Yeah, grab that. Pillar. Pillar. Oh, that one broke. All right, so I need to go through and probably get as many resources back as I can. I don't know how many that I'm going to get all together, because I'm not going to be finicky about it. I'm just going to, you know, demolish stuff. If I don't get everything back, in my mind, it's not the end of the world. So, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this one. I'm encumbered now, so we want Carl. Carl, come over here, brother. We want to go ahead and take down this and this. Carl's pretty weighed down at the moment. Carl's got a lot of building supplies for us, which is awesome. Carl's doing a great job at hooking us up. But we're going to need quite a bit of stuff here. Did that not break? Got to break all of these down. Now, I'm kind of curious. I don't know what the best way is to take care of the giant wall or the giant door here, but I think the best way to handle it is going to be to actually tear it down and make it work with the base in the way that I kind of picture and imagine in my head, because all of these, if we take looks here, they're all on wooden foundations, wooden fence foundations, which, you know, would get destroyed in a second in a PvP fight. So it's a good thing that I actually am doing this either way. I need to move the microphone there a little bit. Sorry. So yeah, I mean, it's going to work out pretty well. Came to retrieve the devil monkey. Oh, goodness. I don't know what's going on over there, but it sounds rough. I'll just bust all these down. Getting there. Be nice if it just gave you all the materials attached to whatever you broke. But, you know, that's a little weird. Let's get Carl back. Carl. Come on down here, Carl. I need you in my life, Carl. My inventory's too heavy to jump. And you're like super slow. All right, well, I'm gonna get the rest of this door, this stuff torn down, and I'll bring you guys back when I'm ready to start building everything back up. All right, guys, the wall is completely demolished, 100% completely demolished. I'm gonna go ahead and start the placements of these foundations, and I'm gonna start them kind of like right over here. I want to get in close to the wall as I can. Kind of like there. And then I think, yeah, that should actually work out really well. So let's go ahead, place these across. So a lot of you guys, I want to talk about something here again real quick. Something that's been a little aggravating when it comes to my videos, but you know, I just want to address it here real quick. A lot of people, not a lot, a few people have been saying that I'm cheating when it comes to Ark, or at least this particular season, I guess you will, that I'm cheating when it comes to this season because I've built with metal. Do you not see this building? Yes, the floors, they are built with metal. This is correct. And there is a rule against using metal to protect our bases. But I want to point out that these are metal, but yet the greenhouses have a structural integrity of 100. Like if I smack this thing once, it's down to 88. If I smack it again, it's down to 77. Like, it's not structurally defensive in any way, shape, or form. And a lot of you, I keep saying a lot, but it wasn't a lot. It was a few, and it really aggravated me that you guys thought that, you know, my judgment, I guess, was so poor that I would not, you know, someone that helped make the rules and helped come up with what was going to be a good idea, what wasn't going to be a good idea, would not pay attention to the rules that we set in place. Of course I paid attention to the rules that we set in place. I helped set them in place. So I just want to address that. You know, I'm not building everything out of metal. I've built something that was not structurally sound in any way, shape, or form, and you know, I hope you guys can see that and understand that, because you know, I don't get aggravated at comments often, but when I do, it's aggravated to the point to where it, like, I lose faith. So I definitely want you guys to realize that those are not structurally sound. That building offers no structural integrity in any way, shape, or form. So, with that said, I'm still building a few more foundations here. Get another one built. Get that, and then we can run over here and kind of check out how this looks. Can I get that one in there? No, but I can get that one in there. Awesome. Okay, so good chunk of work here. I'm gonna take out these berries and stuff here. So this is going to be a double-sided wall, and I'm gonna have the major gate kind of be in the middle, and I've got to figure out how that's gonna work, but I think I can just lay like a fence foundation, like a stone fence foundation here in the middle, and kind of go about it there. I'm not 100% sure yet, but we're going to find out here. I should maybe just call the Stego over. Come here, Stego. Come on, Stego. Can I drop my gamma down a little bit more again? Yeah. The center is such a beautiful map, but it also, it just is funny because in some spots, you know, it's really bright and beautiful and whatnot, and then in other spots, it's like dark as dark can be. So she's a fickle creature. The center map, she is a fickle creature. So walls being built up over here. Now I've already gone through 50 foundations that I had allocated to this little project. So I feel like I'm not gonna have enough stuff, especially right off the bat. But that's okay. We can handle that. It won't be a problem. Now, can I walk with this? I can. Awesome. So Carl's going to eat some berries. I'm going to come over here to the wall, and I'm going to build the wall up pretty high. Now, I'm not sure. There's something else in this mix, but, you know, a rocket or a C4 or a ballista, not a ballista. I think a cannon shot will destroy this wooden wall. So it's kind of funny in that way that it can be destroyed seemingly so easily. But it's cool though. All right, I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna do a second layer on this. Come across like this. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so now I want to come back over to Carl. I think Carl's got enough resources that I can go ahead and grab this, hopefully, and then make one of these. I need more thatch. Yeah, it looks like I need more thatch. All right, let's run over to one of these trees, and we're going to make this. And what this will do is, well, fingers crossed, what it'll do is allow me to make a, what do you call it? The behemoth gate and have it snap in to a proper location. So here's hoping. Let's come back over here. Now, I think it'll work if I just put it like right here on this line, like that, and then we come back over to Carl. Carl, I actually think I want you to move a little bit closer to what we're working on here, because you're kind of far away there, man. All right, grab that. Number 6. And then it's almost like it's not lining up the way that I kind of pictured it would. It's like way over. Yeah, see, like when it snaps, does it even snap? It snaps there. Oh yeah, there you go. All right. Let's see, snapping. Yeah, okay. So what I need to do is I need to make a couple more of those. So I'm going to need more wood, I think. And then let me get this set up and I'll bring you guys back. All right, so this is what I've got so far. Is I have this like 2-high wall, and then I'm going to put a row of ceilings, and then I'll have like ramps or ladders or some way to get up inside of here. But just makes for a pretty, I think, defensible location, if I'm not mistaken. And then, like here, like right here, I can't take that out. I wanted to, but I can't. So let's come back down here. I think right here would be a good one. And then right there, right there. And just so that you have like little holes that you can like peek through to defend yourself. And then, yeah, we can do one of those numbers. So if someone's like right up on the gate, you know, for any reason, it can be used for defense. Perfect. We've got the walls or the doors so you can actually walk in if necessary. Awesome. I might have to put a ramp in this section, just so, you know, dinos and stuff can get up and over. But I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. I think this is going to actually be really awesome when it comes to defense, because everything's going to be a lot sturdier. in my head at least, everything's going to be a lot sturdier. I have no real idea. But I need to go back over to the outpost and start gathering some more resources because I'm out of walls and ceilings, and I need a lot more. All right, guys, here we are. Now I just need to go ahead and make a section to where we can kind of walk down as we go from the walls. Now that's not a very good step, so let's see. Can I just go ahead and do that? Yeah, there we go. And then you just come straight up here. And then let's go ahead and do the same thing for this side. Let's do number 6. Like so and like so. Perfect. I think that's going to work out really well. And then we can go ahead and start putting in some of these walls over here. I have finished off the ceilings and everything, which is really great. Finished off the... Where do we come up at? Right there? Okay. Finished off the ceilings. Finished off a good chunk of the walls. And you can see as we kind of walk through here, like, this is going to be fairly well protected. So you come down here, and here there's not a whole lot. I was thinking about switching this up a little bit, maybe doing something a little bit different, but I wasn't really sure what I could do different. So if you guys have ideas what the first floor should be, let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm really kind of struggling what I should do. I was thinking, you know, about doing, you know, cannons or something, but I don't know a good way to do the cannons. I've never done cannons. But I think they would be a really great defense tool against basically anyone, you know, that came up and tried to get into our base. Now, I don't think I'm going to seal this off. I think I'm going to put like a door frame right here and then just do the stone railings around those. I think. I'm not 100% sold yet. Can I move up to that spot? There we go. Perfect. Come in there. And then we can go ahead and start throwing up the walls over here on this side. Now, another thing that I have a question for you guys about. I'm going to gamma down again. It's getting a little bright. It's so hard, you know, just messing with the gamma and everything. I'm so happy that we have the ability to do gamma, but it kind of is a bummer that you have to use gamma if you want your videos to look all right and, you know, be able to see. But I'm not sure how high I want this wall to go. You know, if people have flyers, they have flyers. There's nothing I can really do about that. There's no way that I can protect these walls from flyers besides, you know, just closing them in as, you know, basically is what I'm doing right now. Can I get that over to... No. There we go. I think it's actually backwards, but it's not going to bother me that much. Okay. And then we can go ahead and put the ceilings in. 7, 7, 7. Get these in, and then we have another layer. Now, I was going to say another floor. Let's go ahead and put that one in. I'm going to leave... Oh, no, this should be just fine. I was going to say I was going to leave this out so I could get that one in the corner, but it's no big deal. And we can come down over to this side. Now, I still have some more to do, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. 7, 7, 7, 7. Okay, so yeah, from there, like, we could go up. We probably should go up at least one more layer, so another 2 walls, and then maybe top it off with battlements or something like that, you know, like ballistas and catapults and stuff like that. I think could be really cool to put up there. But I think this is actually looking pretty well, and I think this is going to be fairly well defended as well. I think our major weak point is going to be the gate, but you got to have a big gate to be able to go through. And you know what? Maybe we just wall some of these sides off completely. You know, we don't even, you know, try and do little bits, you know, just a door here and a door there. Maybe we just wall those off 100% and maybe wall that off 100% and do kind of the same thing that we did over here, but have 3 layers. So you know how I have the 2 layers right now? I have, so foundation, wall, nothing, and then wall. Might even do a 3rd layer in the middle there that's all stone as well. And that could be kind of nice to do. And I could also build out of wood too, and like do wood on the front. That way, you know, they think they can get in really easily, but it's all very well defended on the inside. But I think that wall is going to be awesome. I think this wall is going to turn out to be just as good because I just like the way that everything's really uniform over there. Like it's flat across, it's good, it's happy, it makes me feel good when I look at this wall. And I think it's going to be even better once we get some of these other locations kind of up and going. And then I think I'm going to move the main structure of the house kind of in the middle here. And I'm thinking I'm going to do something big and ominous and stone and just defended with traps and plant species X and this and that and this and that, and I don't really know. I haven't completely designed it out in my head yet. I kind of want to go in a creative world and see, you know, what to do, because this is a great house. This is not a bad house, but it is not a defended location. It is not defendable by any means, and you know, it definitely could be done better when it comes to defense, in my mind. I don't know. Maybe you guys disagree with me. Maybe you think my house is just... I placed that. Oh, door frame is obstructed. Okay, let's go ahead and demolish this. Oh, no, it didn't do it. Come on. There you go. All right, yeah. Now we have stone over here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I need to do a little bit more in the way of aesthetic stuff for the walls over there, and something we'll check out here. Oh, I need to start replacing all of this stuff too with stone or wood. I haven't really decided yet, but let me run back inside here real quick. I want to show you guys this little trick that I found. I don't know if you guys know about this or not, but I want to go ahead and put that away. And then do I have any stone foundations? I have one. Okay. That'll be enough to start, but I'll show you guys. This mod that we have, that's the no clip mod. I think I showed this off in the last video. I'm not 100% sure. But we can make this wall look really good if we go ahead and open up the gate. And then, like, I'm going to take this right here. Foundation is obstructed. Oh. Maybe I can't, or maybe I can only place it from the inside. Okay. I don't know where it went. Oh, it placed up there. Okay, maybe this will work. I don't know. I'll have to see. Oh, yeah, it sure did. Oh, yeah, that works out just fine. But yeah, I'm going to put these stone structures kind of into the walls here and see if I can't get it to, you know, look a little more menacing, a little bit more fortified, and, you know, ready to take on whatever, you know, the world has to throw at us because of this awesome, you know, thing here. So, yeah, I'm going to go through and I'm going to do a little bit of this, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys, my name is Drax. Have a good one.